the studio right now by GhostGirl and Phoebe Dukes. How are you all enjoying yourselves?
We're good. I'm having a good time.
We are going to discuss your brand new song, Butterfly.
Yeah, so Butterfly is my next single that will be, well, it's already released. It came out on the 10th of June. And it's very inspired by bands like Paramore or artists like Avril Lavigne, if you're into that. So if you grew up listening to those sorts of bands, I feel like it'd be spot on what you'd want to listen to.
And what's the story behind Butterfly? Why Butterfly?
So Butterfly is about change, about growth, which, you know, the name sort of fits that, as, you know, the caterpillar becomes the butterfly. It's about finding yourself in a really complicated world and letting go of things that hurt you, but also still being human. You know, so you're growing, you're changing, and you're becoming stronger, but you're still human and you still have emotions and you still hurt sometimes. And it's about being okay with that and not being afraid anymore.
Fantastic. And where can people, you do live performances, right?
Oh, I do. I love performing live. I try to perform live as much as I can.
Amazing. And I hear you have one coming up.
Yes.
Tell us the details.
My next live performance is on the 10th of August at the Hope and Anchor. It's a show organised by Vivano, and it's called Unapologetically Alternative.
Awesome. And how can people get tickets?
If you went to my Instagram or TikTok at GhostGirl Tricks with an X at the end, you could find all the links in my bio.
What was that title again?
Unapologetically Alternative is the
So
event
if you
name.
can't say it, how the hell are we supposed to say it? I think that's a great title for what you visually are like online. That sounds like you. You're unapologetic about what you do. You are now just doing what you want to do, basically. You're not.
Be yourself.
And also, correct me if I'm wrong, please, but you haven't got a label, which means you can do whatever you like.
Yeah,
when you like,
completely independent.
Yeah, it's how I think people should be more like that. I mean, you're an independent journalist. It's slightly different being in music, but I see that you can go anywhere you like, write anything you want, when you want, which is brilliant.
It's freeing. Comes with challenges.
It does, but freedom, you know, you get to be who you want, no one's telling you where to go, and you can experience life how you want to.
Or not, you can sit back and relax under a rock.
You could do it.
Release, do an Adele, release one song a year.
Yeah, and you have a very messed up schedule, I think.
Yeah, yes, definitely. Let's push your event again. So when is your event coming up?
The event is on the 10th of August at the Hope and Anchor in London.
Hope and Anchor. You were saying how they're very nice and they treat you well, and or have you not been there before?
Oh, I haven't been to the Hope and Anchor. That was a different venue.
I'm going to let you do a full introduction. You have loads of time, no time limit. Introduce Butterfly to the ladies and gentlemen of Hoxton Radio.
Hello, Hoxton Radio. So, as you know, I'm going to be presenting my song Butterfly. It's a song about growth and change. So, if you're someone that has struggled with your emotions or finding your feet in the world, you may relate. It's about not being afraid of who you are. It's not being afraid of being human, and just not being afraid anymore, you know? So enjoy.
Don't forget me when I'm not myself anymore. I feel it down to my core. I'm changing forevermore. Whoa, don't you leave me when I'm not afraid anymore. When I am fine.
Phoebe, what do you think of the song?
I love this song. It's amazing. It's really good.
And the creator, GhostGirl. That bit's great. That's great.
Very
I can imagine it's really good live as well.
I can see you rocking.
Yeah, I can just
breaking your neck.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, don't break your neck.
There's one thing I'd love to do is get a live band to play it with me. That would be awesome. Like, you know, like session musicians or something. I think it could really bring it up.
That would be really powerful, yeah.
I mean, Phoebe, we're discussing future projects. Would you like to elaborate on that a little bit more?
Yeah, well, what's coming up next? So you've got this wonderful new song, live performance coming up. What other projects do you have going on?
Well, projects, I'm always working on something new, but my next big project is my EP Nocturnal. It's a 7-track EP that is very much inspired by bands like Linkin Park and Evanescence, more on the metalcore side of things, and it's again about growth, change, keeping your faith in yourself and pushing forward.
And we were talking a bit about your new song Butterfly and how you feel like this song really is one of your proudest and how it really feels like you. So what would that mean for you going forwards? Is this really the style you want to maintain?
Yeah, I think that it's important to keep growing as a musician. Like you know how certain musicians, maybe they change their sound and the fans aren't always like 100% cool with it or happy about it. But I think as musicians, that's the whole point. We create songs, we grow and change and find ourselves. There's a saying out there that you never meet the same person twice, even in the same person, and I think that's so true.
Wow.
Because we always change, you know, so like the person you meet last year won't be the person you meet this year entirely. But yeah, Butterfly is definitely the sound that I'm more trying to go for, and I think that my future music will be very much similar. It may evolve, but I think, you know, pop rock kind
really
of stuff.
cool. And do you find that the style of your music changes as you change in your life, and what kind of external influences does that have on your music?
For me, my music is very much linked to my emotional state and how I'm feeling. So say if I'm feeling sad, I'm going to write a sad song. If I'm feeling happy, I'll write a happy song. And you know, every song that I've created has been drawn from the emotion that I've been feeling at the time, which is I think that's important.
Yeah. And is it a cathartic experience for you to be able to?
It's like almost therapy.
Yeah.
You know, like writing down your thoughts and feelings. I mean, I have hundreds of songs that I've never released and probably won't, that is literally just me using music as a diary almost, you know, to get out my thoughts. And sometimes they lead to different songs, you know.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
In your diary, have you got any time for modelling?
In my diary,
Yeah.
I love modelling, honestly. Like, it was something I sort of fell into. It wasn't something that I initially was going for.
You're naturally beautiful online. It doesn't look. It looks effortless. If you.
Thank you. I think it's a lot of learning angles and stuff. But the first ever photographer I worked with was called Slavo. He reached out to me and was like, "Oh, I'd love to do a photo shoot with you." And I was a little bit nervous because I was like, "Oh, I don't usually really do these sorts of things. I'm just a guitar lady, you know." And we went and did a photo shoot, and it went really well actually. And from there, I fell in love with, you know, creating photos that could resonate emotion. And then I started using them for my album covers and sort of putting modelling and music together, because I think why not?
Yeah, you do it well. There's no. And in your magazine, is it available to buy?
Yes, it is. It's all done through me right now. I haven't got like a website or anything. Well, I've got a website, but you can't order it through the website. You can have a look at it through the website.
I know those sort of things are doing it.
And then people can message me personally, and then we do the exchange, like free personal. So it's like I do have a link that I'd send them for the payment, but they'd have to send me the address and I'd have to manually ship it out myself. I recently shipped out some merch over to America for one of my fans, and she was really, really happy.
Have you performed in America before?
No, I've never actually been to America. I'd love to go. I'm really a big fan of Spider-Man, so I'd love to see
LA
that.
would love you.
You think so?
No, because LA you have to put the work in to get any results.
Yeah, like I think America is definitely, you know, the American dream. Go there, become a pop star. But I think it's different now. You know, things have changed. But I would love to go and visit New York and, you know, places like that.
New York. That's where the big apple. That's where things happen, isn't it? Do you like new music?
I love music in general.
Do you like? I mean, the whole show here is independent artists. I think I made that clear to you. And it's quite a nice way of getting new music out there, grassroots. Because there's no point helping out the Oasis of the world and all that. Because they can just say at any point in their lives, can we hire the O2? Yes, sold out. Whereas we can't. I mean, you can't go. I mean, imagine Phoebe buying a newspaper and your name all over that. That's the sort of level, isn't it? I want to know about cats.
My cats? Oh, sorry.
I want to know about your cat.
Well, I think everyone loves cats, you know, we can all relate on that. So I have two cats. One is called Ninja, one is called Beans. They are 3.5 years old, and they are British Shorthairs, and I taught them how to skateboard. So yeah, they're quite creative like me.
So you taught cats, the most known animal not to be taught anything unless it wants to. I mean, Phoebe, you're talking about turtles. They're easy, you just shove them on, they have to go, right? Great.
Sure.
But dogs, also very easy to train. But cats are not known to do things they don't want to do.
That is true. I think that's also why a lot of people prefer to train dogs, because you train a dog and a dog's almost excited to do the trick for you, whereas a cat is like, make me. You know, why should I?
Entice me.
Yeah, kind of. So when they were really little, I used to put them on my skateboard and just roll very slowly up and down my house, and they used to love it, you know, like, especially Beans, he used to like the momentum. You could see that he was excited and happy. Then me and my boyfriend Cass decided, why don't we get them a miniature skateboard and actually teach them how to skate? So we started with that. We got like some treats, and we like, you know, put the treat on the board and would roll it. And you know, they want the food, not the trick, but so they'd be trying to get the food so much that they would have to get on the skateboard, and now they seem to understand it, and that's great. It's just patience, I think.
Have you got enough patience for that, Phoebe?
No way. But I think it's so cute and impressive.
I think it's incredible. I think it's something that you can tell your kids.
100% one day.
Yeah, one day, yeah. Hi guys, we taught these cats. Okay. I want to mention that you brought some gifts in for the studio.
I did.
You bought a lovely, are these like stickery tattoo things?
Yeah, so they're stickers that you can, so I printed them out, they're little emojis. You can just stick them wherever you want. I usually stick them on my skateboards or on my door or something.
Are you a skater girl?
Yes, I'm not very good, but I do skate.
So if Agloving walked in right now, you'd be like, yeah,
yeah,
come
that would
on,
be awesome. Let's go for a sesh.
Let's go for a sesh. You've also got a first edition of your magazine,
Yes.
GhostGirl. It's nice, short, compact, got everything you need in there, but you want to go bigger with it, don't you?
Yeah, I would like to expand. So this was my first writing project because I decided I want to start getting into writing books, and I thought a magazine could be a good place to start because it's not as large as a book. And so I just started writing my story because I also thought, well, if you know, I've got some fans out there and maybe they want to know behind the music, like who I am, where I came from, because you know, I would love to inspire people and stuff to be able to chase their dreams. Yeah, so it's just about
brilliant.
I mean, that's the part of the reason you're here now, but you want to tell people about your story.
Yeah, 100%. So to go over that, just to show it to the camera.
Oh, here we go. Have you been media trained?
I think she has.
I think she has.
Just to go on her guitar.
Here we go. I'm just an ordinary girl on a guitar.
Girl and a guitar. Yeah, that just came to my mind. I thought it sounded kind of cool. Girl and her guitar. And there I am. So like on the first page, it sort of goes into like a voice born from the underground. So it sort of tells you where I come from. So I'd like to read this. I grew up in foster care, and growing up in foster care, it's a very confusing situation for children because you don't always understand everything of why it's happening, and there's a lot of emotions when you get separated from family and siblings. So music was my safe place that I found like comfort in. The first time I started playing guitar was in 2014 when my foster brother, he was playing guitar up in his room. You know, I was a bit shy, and he was going away to university or college, I can't remember which one, but as he was leaving, he was like, I'm gonna just leave this guitar here, and if you want to play it, that's up to you. And I spent like weeks just trying to teach myself. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just holding down random strings, seeing what they sound like, and that was quite cool.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's the beginning of my music story. And I just continued learning and fell in love with the process of poetry, writing music on the guitar, and eventually learning production on Logic Pro, which is a digital audio software.
Don't forget